Right, here we are back at Bathurst in Australia for a race with cars. But this track is not only famous for car racing, it's famous for longboard racing. As we shall see, there's an insane downhill twisty bit coming up. So I've qualified in P7, and I thought I was the man because I smashed my own record by like 3 seconds, getting it down to 2:16. But the guy in pole's at 2:12, so he's 4 seconds ahead of me. So there's no chance of getting anywhere near the front. I think realistically a top 10 finish is what we're aiming for here today. Take it real easy on the first corner because there can be bunch ups. And then let's see what happens on the next corner, because that can also get a bit messy. We can see it. Already the front boys are trying to slipstream. I'm actually in the Lexus today, the RCF Group 4 car. Alright, nice and early here, and going a little bit wide, sideways, and back on the power. I'm quite happy to be away from that group because, as we can see, they're all over the place and pushing each other into the walls, and I think I might just get the drive past this Majan here. A lot of Group 4 Renault Majans here, and the Lexus in front of me has just got a 3-second penalty. Is that a Lexus or is that a BM? So this is the area I'm not particularly good at, and as you can see I hit the wrong gear there, go off the grass. And here I'm much too careful. Watch this guy come past me and make it stick. And the next guy doesn't make it stick, pushes me off, and he must be getting a penalty now. Come on. 5 seconds. It cost me about a second. And he will be slowing down soon, and I will be driving through his ghost to show him that I am not pleased with that. Got a slightly better drive than him, but that little Renault is nippy. See ya. Try and go around this guy, but he's trying to block me, which is difficult when you're a ghost. Just ask Patrick Swayze. Now, you have to brake before the 150 here in the Lexus. Yeah, I think I've nailed it. Hit the apex and hit the apex. So I'm slightly closing the gap on the guy in front of me, but he is a good few seconds ahead. And there I braked a little bit early. And this is a difficult corner to get right. In fact, it's an easy corner to get wrong. Skipping ahead to the final lap, lap 3 of 3, coming into the corkscrewy bit. And I've got a what looks to be BMW on my tail, but in fact it's the guy who was tangling with the others a couple laps back and got a penalty. I wonder if that's a BM. He certainly seems to have BM colours, and he is getting closer. He's within half a second, and I'm not too strong in this area, so I think if he's going to make his move, it's going to have to be here. I brake much too early, and he nudges past. I wonder if that'll be a penalty. Oh, I get a sportsmanship's rating decrease. Apparently, early braking is frowned upon. And I don't get a good drive out of here for some reason, although I don't know what happened there. Major understeer, even though I was on the brakes. So not much hope of catching him. Let's just bring this puppy home. Pity about that sportsmanship ranking drop there, because it would have been nice to at least have a clean race if I'm not going to move my position. Brake it. 4 and hit 3 in the apex. Now a little bit early there. I'm actually closing in on him a little bit, but there's no way past him in this corner without us both ending up in the wall. So just bring the puppy home. Phew! And my fastest lap, 2:16 something. It's actually quite difficult to get anywhere near your qualifying time in a race usually. But I'm 12 seconds off the front boy, And it looks like the pole setter ended up in second, so that must have been quite an exciting race at the front, because Fabrizio is a quick boy. Race 2, again in the Lexus. Same qualifying spot, so let's see if we can move up a few places. I seem to not quite, when they start you in the corner, not quite get the drive properly. Closing in there within half a second, 8/10. Not gonna get the slipstream up here. Right, the best we can hope for is some sort of chaos in the corner, and oh, looks like there's a bit of smoke. No, just someone going onto the dirt. This looks like a Lexus in front of me, so no advantage driving up the hill. I'm pretty strong here, I must be honest. Early on the brakes and then a good drive up, but so is that guy, so no relative advantage there. This is a difficult corner to hit the apex and then not hit the wall here. And then the really scary bit of reverse camber and walls and curbs and blind corners and ooh. Right, again, I'm too early on the brakes here, so everyone else is going to fly ahead of me, and you can really get the car sideways here. Oh, almost do. Okay. Not sure if second gear is a good idea there, but I tend to do that. And here it's also touch and go on the brakes. Need to get nice and early on. Yes, okay, apexed. Lap 2 coming up the straight, and looks like people are tangling up front, so this could be good for me. In fact, I get sucked right in for some reason. I guess number 6 was sort of backing off to not get involved there. Belzer 82. But now I'm right up his backside and I decide to go for the move, and oh, I may have bumped him out there. That could be a penalty. No, okay, so that was a racing move. So now I've got Bart Ecker, which I think is... No, I'm not sure. He may have been in the previous race as well, the Belgian guy. Oh, I hit the wall. And of course that's going to cost me. In fact, look at that move. How did he make that stick? I'm so impressed. Belzer 82, du bist spitze. Respect. That looks a demon on the brakes. And this is a section I'm really not good at. So, let's see if I can get a drive out of here. No. Understeering. Got a penalty up ahead, so let's see what that results in. Must have been a very short penalty. Probably half a second, because he hasn't seemed to have lost a position. I think never in my life have I not lost a position on a penalty. In fact, getting a 1 second penalty on this straight. Whoa, whoa! Oh, that was nearly a downfall. Okay, let's... Oh, 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 oh! Nasty! And now it's going to get a bit unfriendly here because we're both going to have to share a corner. I leave him space. He leaves me space. Two gentlemen. And I get a sportsmanship's rating decrease. Thank you, game. What did I do wrong there? Please show me how to do it better. Right. I'm on his tail, so I might get the draft. And something tells me the guy behind me is looking for how shall we say, trouble. Yeah, look at this. Into the wall. Are you kidding me? I don't even know how I held that together. And he does it again. Oh! And of course, I get the penalty. I mean, not the penalty, but the SR. Can't believe that. That guy is such an a-hole. using me as his brakes. Or as one driver put it, my rear end is not the AAA of your wife. I may have just lost my family-friendly rating on YouTube. But again, he taps me again, I can't believe it, and I go into the wall. But, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't get a penalty before that. I mean, that penalty you could argue I was early on the brakes, but this BAST, etc. Is that a 5-second penalty? There is some justice in the universe. That was just... yeah. I'll drive through your ghost, you yellow maniac. Now, Belzer is closing on me, and we know he's a demon on the brakes. In fact, how did he get behind me? Because I recall him flying past me. Ah yes, that was the mayhem at that corner back there. Now I'm taking a defensive line here, which means I'm not too quick through the corner, and he goes onto the grass. Keeps it in a straight line though. Not too shabby. Up 2 places. Happy with that. One more race and that'll be it for my weekly races. 3 races is about all I can do.